My name is Heesoon, author of the article in the journal titled "Coming to Our Senses: Zen and the Art of Eco-Activism," to be published in this journal. What is the name? Environmental Education Research.
There we go.
And my companion and interlocutor is Dr. Charles Scott.
Good morning.
Yes, and we are doing a videotaping for this fancy thing that I learned, video abstract. And well, I don't think that word goes well, abstract goes well here, because I want it to be concrete. So let's call it video concrete. The point is to invite nature into our dialogue. So here we are in a marvelous setting, and some ironically symbolic thing here, which you will show too. But Charles, could I ask you, because you know this environment far better than me, where we are situated?
We are situated on the ancestral territories of the Coast Salish Nations. We're in the city of Vancouver, and we're in a particular location called the Renfrew Ravine, which is in East Vancouver, and it's a lovely little oasis in the middle of the city.
Oh, thank you. Yes. So I would like to talk about an article that I wrote in response, actually, to Michael Bonnet, whose entire article, I think, is part of the journal issue at some point, and it's a response, enthusiastic response to his piece. And I resonated very strongly to his understanding that there's a problem with the way we think about nature. And that would be, origin might be too strong a word, but from that stems all our the kind of destructive responses we've been making.
Right.
Yes. And so the piece of irony that I mentioned earlier is this big red shopping bag that's thrown into the stream. And that symbolizes to me what we've been doing to nature, turning it into commodity, basically. Nature is what we can plunder and turn into all manners of gizmos and gadgets and so on, to sell, to profit from, and so on. And in the process, we are being very destructive. So the question is, how are we looking at nature? So that my paper in response to Michael Bonnet goes into that quite a bit. I explore the attachment theory, in fact, saying that the first order of problem really is lack of attachment. This is a psychological language, psychotherapeutic language, that there's been bonding rupture between humanity and nature, and this is why we are destructive. I put it a bit simplistically, but I think it's a very compelling thesis, and there are many psychologists in the world who explore that, and I would like to place myself in their camp. So basically, we are showing a very disrespectful, predatory, destructive attitude and behavior towards nature. So the whole question of how do we see nature so that we do not continue to perpetuate this destructive mode of being in our relationship with nature, that to me is central to environmental discourse.
Absolutely.